What's up, Rube? It's Little Big Robots back. Another video. Today I'm going to be looking at something that's really cool, something I've been wanting for a while. This is the NECA Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultram. Ultram is, as you can see, like a mech suit piloted by, I can't remember his name. And if you like these kind of little versions of big robots, dolls, action figures, that sort of thing, let me know by subscribing. Please, I'd like to get to 4,000 subscribers, so please do that. But this is a really cool line where they're essentially doing like a stylized paint job. I've seen this done quite a bit on gunpla designs, stuff like that, where they do like a stylized look. And it essentially... There we go. It essentially makes it look like it's part of an anime cartoon or a cartoon. But minus that, the bot itself and the details it had were really cool. I went ahead and picked it up for full price. I didn't find it on sale or anything. I think they're a little too new for that. As I pointed out in my little haul video, I'm interested in this one as well. He's got kind of spindly arms that actually bend with wire. These two I don't care about. I don't really care about the action figures. I've never been a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kid. When I was a kid and they were a thing, I was a little bit older, probably 14 to 16. And while I thought they were cool too, this is a nice little backdrop. This is really cool. Well, I thought they were kind of neat how they were. This is really cool. Look at that. There you go. I wish so many more games would companies would just put a little bit of a display piece like that. That is so nice. That is so nice. It looks good on the shelf. If you're a kid, you just throw it up there. But I was never a fan of the fact that they were cartoon turtles. I thought that was a bit goofy. Not that, I differentiated that much between goofy and serious back when I was that age. But, I thought they were cartoony and a little bit silly. So there he is. He looks fantastic. Of course, I've got to cut off 400 of these little pieces of plastic to get them out of there. So I'm going to go ahead and just pause and get him cut out and come back. Give me just a second. Okay, so I got him out of the package. Funny story. Funny, so funny. I forgot to use one of my lights. So sorry if the previous bit was not as bright as it should be, light-wise, but had to go eat, came back and took this guy out of his package. This character is really cool. It's just a fun... I guess this character is just kind of the mech suit that the brain guy, I forget what the brain guy's name, he drives it around. Grom? What was his name? I always forget. Ultram is the character, I thought. The suit itself. I don't know anything about, look at the little straw. I don't know anything about Mutant Ninja Turtles other than what I have seen and liked. I know that this series is really fun, this anime style series. You got some tools here. This is really cool. He's got a little gun, little tools, little arm grabby part. This really cool looking gun. See how they just did some really simple anime thing. Might explain the price of these. These are about $34 to $40. I didn't get mine on sale or anything. I decided to grab it at regular price. But just feeling how it feels like this, totally worth it. The other one I heard, the one that has more of the wire-based arms that bend and stuff, people say it feels a bit, cheaper. The wire feels a bit cheaper. So, might not be worth it as much, but I'm sure I'm still going to get it because that is literally what this channel is about, is little big robots like that. Everything's really nice and tight. What I'm actually kind of afraid of is... I don't want to chip or mess up any of this paint because this is such a special paint job that this is one of those ones that I will display for a while and I'll mess with and, have a good, his legs do come out a little bit, mess with a little bit, but I'm not going to mess with them too much because you can see almost the thickness of the paint here. I don't know if that has to be applied. I don't know, would that be applied by a human or a machine or whatever, but either way, you can just tell that that's something that could rub off. Now, the little guy in the middle who's controlling it, of course, should come right out. Excuse me. You can see the really good detail there in the little cavity where he sits. That's a really cool. I have a Mega Bloks you know, like the Lego style brick company. I have a Mega Bloks big old guy, you know, the big pink guy that the brain guy sits in. I don't know their names, so help me out there. But he looks really, really cool. The details are nice. The textures are nice. He's a cool little monster there. And I like how he sits in there with no like obvious controls or whatever. But I love that he's there. It's kind of a neat thing. You're always seeing mech pilots or whatever sitting in the head. And this one, he sits in the belly, which is just a fun idea. These do turn out. This one's a bit looser now that I've kind of got it going. But of course, he should stand on his own, no problem. I'm sure he does. No problem. See if I can get a little bit of a flatter look here of him. There we go. Dang, that guy is so cool. That is a really cool. Let's put him on the little play set area, which I thought was a nice little touch. Again, companies, if they would just include a background like this that you could take apart or just, you know, like take out of the package itself. If you could do that, it's just such a great little touch. Such a nice little touch that, again, for people who might not have the ability to display like I can or like other people can, it's just such a nice little touch. The hand should come out relatively easy. Excuse me again. It looks like this one is kind of like, it's kind of like he's doing like this, you know, like he's a little worried or something. So let's see if we can, how easily these pop out. I'm a little worried. There we go. Oh, he flew out. Let's grab this one and see if I can get the gun. Which one's the gun hand? Let's see, is it going to work on that one? I think it's going to work on this one. I'm not sure. I'm a little worried. See how I'd have to wrap the fingers around the handle, though? It's a little bit much for me, but let's see if I can do it. I don't think I can. I mean, excuse me. That I wish was done a little bit easier. I might put the hand on there holding the gun and leave it on there so I'm not constantly fitzing with it. That one finger in the middle there. Let's see if I can just kind of force him open a bit. Ah, there we go. Get the thumb around. Come on, thumb. There you go. Look at that. That's fantastic. Let's put that hand on the gun. I don't usually display with weapons. I'm just not a weapons guy. Look at that. That's fantastic. Check that out. You can be like ready to blast. Holding it, walking around. Let me see. What hand should I replace that one with? This one's a more straight on hand. That's weird. It's like the only difference is really that one is kind of tilted outward, I guess. Excuse me. Look at him. He's fantastic. I'm not seeing much of a rotation out this way, though. It is a little bit. There we go. Maybe it just needed to be loosened up a bit. Bend the legs a little bit. Holy moly, that's cool looking. Oh, there we go. Let me tilt this in a little bit. Put him back in there. Wow, look at that. That is so fun. That is such a fun. Let's take the background away. Such a fun little piece. Look at that. Picture. Really, really cool. I'm loving this so much. Like I said, I probably won't mess with posing him and messing with him that much just because the paint is so special. You don't want to, you really don't want to, you know, chip it or mess with it. It's not super precious. It feels like the paint's going to stick on there pretty well. I'm not too worried about it, but you know, it's such a nice paint job. It does look like it should tilt up. There you go. So that's cool. So it does have quite a range of motion and stuff. I'm not usually one to go over all the different you know, articulation bits and bobs and stuff like that. I don't care about all that stuff. But with one like this, you really need to know ahead of time so that you can know, you know, if it's going to be a decent looking toy on the shelf other than its paint job, but you don't want to mess with the paint job. So this is a good, I mean, these are going to do their regular stuff. See, like that paint job right there, that bit. Oh, there is a little goop in there, isn't there? I think somebody noticed before on there is that there was a little bit of like a oil. There is a little like an oil in there. They might have that to help it move, but also to make sure it doesn't rub off the paint. You see that right there? Let's see if you can see that. Zoom in just a bit here. So you should be able to see right in there a little bit of like an oil. moisture. That's something. That's something, all right. But anyway, really, really fantastic. So good. I love his little broken head. Like he's hurt. In the back of the package, they have him posed like laying down damaged. Isn't that a fantastic head? But holy moly, he's just so cool looking. I'm absolutely loving this guy. He is just so neat. I might leave him just about like that. He does have some posing holes or stand holes on the bottom, so that's good in case that's what you're into. He could probably do a lot more than this. I'm just not going to do it right here because I am afraid of, of damaging the paint a little bit. Not like it's, like I said, I'm not like worried like it's, you know, super precious or super, super delicate or anything like that. It does work. Fine, but you know, it's a really nice little bot. I am going to go ahead and get the other one, the partner. Somebody tell me who these guys are. This must be like a henchman, you know, and the robot with the kind of spindly arms. Let me know who that is as well, because I'm going to get that one. Like I said, they're around 34, 35. I'm sure that they might go on sale eventually, but TMT stuff seems to have a really good you know, value holder, like it's always going up and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if you'd find something like these. If you don't get, excuse me, I am just hicking up and burping and all that. If you don't get something like this while you can, something like this could easily go, look at the detail on the feet, could easily go up to a much higher price later. So I'll probably just pick up my two and leave it as is. But man, this is fantastic. This is everything that the channel is made for, is a little bot like this. So cool. Have a good one, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.